Hey guys, I just want to talk about my recent switch from Verizon to T-Mobile. I came from the Verizon Galaxy Note 5 and switched over to the Samsung Galaxy S7. My reason for switching wasn't because of service, because Verizon had pretty great service. It was more because I was always running out of data. The packages that I had was the largest amount they offered, and they would always send me notifications at 75%, at 90%. If you go over, you're gonna get charged extra and whatnot. And I was always afraid of running out of data. So that was one of the major reasons I was switching. And then I guess another reason would be that T-Mobile was a little bit cheaper, about $60 a month. So I guess another thing which I didn't realize until later was this is speeds at my work. I don't know if you can see that, but 0.03 megabytes download speed and then 0.04 megabytes upload speed. Everybody has pretty terrible service at my work. So my phone was almost unusable. And then when I switched, I was kind of surprised that at work I had 0.29 megabytes download speed and and then 1.47 megabytes upload speed, which was a little bit better. I actually can get on the internet and use it a little bit. Then, to my surprise, at home the service is pretty great. With T-Mobile, I was getting 57 megabytes download speed, 27 megabytes upload speed, which is pretty great. And then with Verizon, I was getting 45 megabytes and 22 megabytes, which isn't a ton slower, but it is noticeable. I guess that was a factor I didn't really realize until after that. T-Mobile is a little bit faster, but I will say the call quality on T-Mobile hasn't been as good at work. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, more just once or twice, it's been kind of choppy. And other than that, I haven't had any issues. I switched. I actually got the S7 early. I got this on the 7th, which was 4 days before it actually released. And then I've been using that since then. It's the 25th now. So, that's, about 20, almost 20 days from switching. I can say that I'm actually pretty happy. I got my bill. The bill went down $60. My service is... So you can see that I'm a pretty heavy data user, but not to the point where it's like an insane amount. But with Verizon, I would have already ran out of data. So that was probably the biggest reason why I switched. I ended up just getting the S7 just because I figured if I'm going to pay to switch, I might as well get the latest and greatest. And I'm definitely loving that. It's a little bit of adjustment switching to a smaller phone, but it hasn't been too much of an issue. And then the micro SD slot and water resistance are pretty cool features. But so far so good. I'm really happy with the switch. It's nice to save a little bit of money, and then it's also nice not to have to worry about running out of data all the time. We're arguing, if my wife used too much data watching Netflix, or if she used too much data going on Instagram or whatever. There's no arguments about any of that. And I can use data as much as I want and not have to worry. So for anybody thinking about switching, I think if T-Mobile has good service in your area, I think it's a pretty good move.